Welcome back to another episode of Rock Boys Football. We got some breaking news this afternoon as a top 50 player nationally, one of the best wide receivers in the 2023 class commits to Oklahoma. This is a massive get for Brent Venables and his staff and a really impressive start to his tenure in Norman. You don't see a lot of coaches come in this early and start to build some really good classes. And that's what Venables did. He did a really good job keeping that 2022 class together. And he's seemingly building a really strong 2023 class. And it feels good as an honorary Oklahoma fan after what Lincoln Riley did. And Brent Venables is one of my favorite coaches in the country. To see them start to build a really good team heading into the SEC where they need to have that talent. But before we get into it, just wanted to say thank you guys for all the support you guys have shown the channel. If you guys do like talking college ball, consider subscribing. We got our OU preview coming out tomorrow, so definitely subscribe and stay tuned to that. Let's start talking a little Jaquaize Pettaway. He's 5'11", 175 pounds. Definitely room to build out that frame, but then again, this kid is a 17-year-old kid who's going into his senior year of high school. You start to put on that weight during your senior year, and then when you get enrolled at OU, no doubt the strength staff will get him right for his career at Oklahoma. But what he does have is just that twitchiness that kind of earned him that top 50 national rank. We can pull up some of his highlights. His highlights are an absolute blast to watch. We'll watch a few plays right here and give a little reaction. Takes the screen, and he's just really good after the catch, and you can tell he's got that ability in the open field to just make people miss. And then verified bona fide track speed, which is massive background. I love when wide receivers have that track background because they just are if you're just faster than the guy trying to cover you, it makes life a lot easier. There you go, see him track the ball, make someone miss and go score a touchdown. We'll watch one more here, and then we'll start talking about this 2023 class. Just taking it all the way. House it. Yeah, you see, I mean, like, you can see the verified track speed on the film. This is a massive get for a team. Like, you want to get what Jeff Lebby wants to do on that offensive side of the ball is get the ball into the hands of the playmakers early and often. That's what he did at Ole Miss. That's what he's going to want to do at Oklahoma. And if you look at the 2022 group heading into the season, guys like Marvin Mims are really good after the catch. Jaquaize Pettaway is just going to be another weapon for Jeff Lebby to use and really bring some noise on that offensive side of the ball for the Sooners. Let's take a look at the class they're starting to build up. What I want to note first is Jackson Arnold. They have their quarterback commit. He just won the Elite 11 competition, you might say, last week. This dude has a really special arm. If you haven't checked out his highlights, I encourage you to do that. And now you got one of the best wide receivers in the class joining him. We talk about this a lot, forming that battery. When you get that early quarterback commit in the recruiting class, all these wide receivers are looking around saying, I want to go play for that quarterback. If you look at what happened with Michigan and J.J. McCarthy, commits really early to Michigan, a high 5-star quarterback. Wide receivers, the best wide receiver talent, wants to go play with a quarterback who's going to be able to get them the ball and let them cook. And no doubt, having Jackson Arnold and him having a strong showing at the Elite 11 and him just being a bona fide stud quarterback, Jaquaize Pettaway wants to come and play for a guy who has that ability. Now, they're still early on this class, but Brent Venables is starting to build up a class and forming that battery with quarterback, wide receiver, running back, where you start to really feel good about the talent that the Sooners are having on the offensive side of the ball. Again, Jaquaize Pettaway is a phenomenal get for Oklahoma. Very exciting to see what the Sooners team can do and what they can build. I mean, again, Venables is one of the best recruiters in the country. That's why he did so good at Clemson, bringing in all that talent on the defensive side of the ball. The Sooners are going to be an all-around really solid team, especially when you have one of the best recruiters in your head coach, Brent Venables. If I was a phenomenal athlete, which I'm certainly not, I'm 5'8", 155 pounds, I'd want to go play for Brent Venables. And no doubt these high schoolers who are actually the good athletes want to go play for this guy. This is a very exciting get for the Oklahoma Sooners. We appreciate you checking us out. Again, if you guys do like the content, consider subscribing to the channel. We appreciate it, and we'll talk to y'all later.